we're starting? Okay.
Yeah. Do you want to do an intro?
I mean, I don't remember like how we did it the first time.
Welcome to Sonder
And then I obviously
Sports
missed the second one.
Podcast.
It's been a long hiatus. But welcome back to Sonder Thoughts Podcast. It's your boy Mook.
Yeah, okay, just double
I just thought
double mic me.
He's gonna say our name.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough. No, it's me, Treasure.
And I'm Derek.
We're back at it again today with another freaking podcast.
Yes, sir.
Mark, welcome back. Where you been, bro?
Where have I been? I don't know. Like I've just been around. I think one podcast, I had to go to class, and then the other time we had a game, unfortunately, so I had to miss it out due to athletic commitments. But I'm happy to be back. I missed it. Obviously, it's kind of sad seeing my friends enjoy themselves without me. Sounds kind of toxic, but whatever.
Fair enough.
Toxic.
I agree, actually.
No, we missed it.
This podcast is sponsored by Sonder Sports Athletic Wear and Clothing. So if you guys didn't realize today, I actually decided to put this shit on because it's more than just a brand that I'm just trying to sell shit. If you see me, here I am modeling the Sonder Sports sweat shorts and the oversized tee. Comfy fit, just to be chilling. And yeah. Yeah.
No, I like that. It's,
Yeah, it's pretty chill vibes. I'm selling these now. I'm selling everything, so no website, but like just DM me, just message me, and I got you.
Legit.
In today's podcast, Derek and I, last podcast we spoke about the gym, but today's podcast we're gonna take it back to kind of how we started off, and we're gonna go back to opening up and sharing about how we feel and such. Damn, yeah, for real.
I'm not gonna say nothing.
I just want to say,
Yeah.
I actually like these topics a lot.
We have a bunch of ideas given to us by our number one fans of what we should be talking about.
Yep.
So if you don't like the content now, go hate on them.
No. The focus,
I mean, they don't even know who they are, though.
The focus
group.
The focus group gave us some suggestions of topics we could speak on, and we're actually excited to open up because these are questions and topics where we wouldn't usually probably just talk about casually, but we're putting it on film.
Yeah. And just put it out
Putting it
for
on
the whole world
internet.
to see.
Alright.
Wait, which one? Can I say it?
Yeah, say it.
Is it the vulnerability one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's so funny. I mean, yeah. Let's not. The other ones are easier. The other
Where
ones
do you
are
want to start?
easier.
Where do you want to start?
Part
Paper
where
pen.
it's like,
We
where
can
does
just-
it stem from?
We can go from the top down.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Okay. What assumed definitions about yourself do you wish to escape from?
Oh, all right.
We
Let's
were
go
talking
from
about
Do
this
I-
earlier.
yeah.
I don't think I have nothing.
Initially, I said,
have
oh.
some,
Okay. Oh yeah, you definitely got to turn to speak. Initially, I said, what? No. Initially, I said, the classic, gym rat type vibes, kinesiology, this and that, jock type beat. But then I thought about it, and I feel like that perception of people who lift is kind of outdated, and we're growing out of it, or a lot of people are growing out of it as we come to learn that we have voices too.
Right on.
You care to add?
Right on.
That doesn't answer the question.
I don't know. You kind of said that. I kind of maybe back when I was a young kid, you kind of thought like the bigger you are, the dumber you are. I remember the stupidest thing I probably read online was like every muscle group you grew is a book you could have read. I'm like, what? So I guess there's some people out there that think like
that's
that,
crazy.
but I think for the mass majority of it, I don't think that stereotype's alive too much anymore.
Yeah.
But I could be wrong because I mostly hang around athletes, and I don't think we're trying to call ourselves dumb.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we do have
There are dumb athletes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But there's
I
also
think,
Not
dumb.
because you're an athlete.
Because
Exactly.
you see the range when you're constantly surrounded by.
Exactly. Yeah. You see slow people who don't lift even,
And
and
then
I
it's
think
like,
I'd rather be dumb.
damn, two
and
negatives.
lift. Exactly.
Yeah.
Dumb and lift
Like,
versus
dumb
I
and
think if you're dumb,
and fat or some shit. I
you're
don't
dumb
know.
and you know you're dumb, and you still don't lift, that makes you even more dumb than the guy that lifts and's dumb. It's like, at least up something.
at least have something to contribute.
Yeah. So, yeah, if you're dumb, start picking up some fucking dumbbells.
Okay. Oh, another one as another preconceived notion about that I feel like people might have about like a young black man type vibes is like the stereotypical American Negro, you know, like
the way you just worded it is funny as fuck, but I know exactly what you mean.
You know exactly what I mean. You
Yeah.
know the gangster hood rat shit. I mean, I still do hood rat shit with my friends, but like
That is a lie. We do know it, right?
like podcasts and flourish
Yeah,
and
going on
contribute
hikes.
to society and
Yeah.
get an education and whatnot.
Yeah.
Make music, yeah.
So you
Yeah.
fall into all the stereotypes.
No, I mean I don't kill. I don't have guns. I never been to jail.
I know. I'm just
Yeah.
joking. Yeah.
Have you ever been to
But
jail,
that's really
Derek?
what it is.
No, but I was threatened with jail time once.
Oh damn.
Yeah. By my mom though. He's like, nothing serious. You just found drugs, and she's like, I'm gonna take you to jail, and I was like,
Damn.
oh fuck, because I was 11.
Oh.
So like
and
at
then
that
you're
time,
like,
it
oh,
scared me.
shit.
It's like, holy fuck, mom's gonna put me in jail.
I think the worst is like I've been like questioned by police after a party or something.
Damn.
Yeah.
But
Like,
no involvement.
I was smart enough to know I wasn't gonna get jailed.
Yeah.
time
Oh,
for
I knew.
that.
I was just a witness.
Yeah. Okay.
I didn't snitch though. I mean, I did, but.
That I'm a player too. I'm not a player. I'm
I
a
see
sweetheart.
that's
Come
the
on
one
now.
I wanted to delve into.
Yeah.
Like,
I'll let Mike though continue. What do you got to say?
And I feel like Treasure has a lot more to say about it just because
I
he's
definitely
really
don't.
outside like that. But I think the assumption sometimes when people see
Outside
me,
like what? What do you mean outside like that?
it's just like thing people say like outside, just outside hanging out.
Continue.
What do you mean?
That makes sense.
Okay,
I
continue.
don't know what it means. Search it up, Urban Dictionary. But the assumption I feel like sometimes when people see me, they assume I'm a certain type of person when it comes to talking to girls, or maybe I talk to a lot of girls, or because I guess I'm a confident person. I act confident. I smile a lot. Sometimes I'm energetic. The assumption is, oh, well, if he's being nice, then maybe he's interested, or this. I don't know. It's just I feel like it's always an assumption that's made about me sometimes whenever I meet new people, or if they just know me off of social media, and I think it's definitely something that I've always hated it, to be honest, just because I don't really think it gives me. I'm really that type of person.
Like that, yeah.
And also, it's really not the type of person I am. Like,
Yeah.
at least in my opinion. But yeah, I think I've always wanted to run away from that, that perception.
You want to be a
I don't
lover
know how
boy.
to, but-
You actually a lover boy.
I'm a lover
Deep
boy.
down is what
Yeah.
you're trying to say.
I'm a Pisces.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm fucking around.
I'm a
I'm doing it for the
I'm
girls,
a
bro. I'm doing it for
microwave.
the girls. Yeah, I'm a microwave.
What are you saying?
I don't know. I don't think I have any like assumptions about myself or people that assume of me. The only one that I have a little
Is
bit.
it the gym thing or?
No, not even. I didn't even think about that till he said that.
Oh, okay.
Because even if people think I'm dumb, I don't care.
Yeah.
I'd rather them think I'm dumb and me be smart than them think I'm smart and me be dumb.
Yeah.
So
But
I don't really
more.
care about that.
But-
I've always kind of been smart, so everyone I've known kind of just assumed me to be, or not assume me to be smart, but like just get to know me as like.
They have an understanding
That's
of what's
fine.
actually
Yeah, because they hang around me, they see like I'm actually doing shit that like smart people do, like oh
Yeah.
he's studying, he's doing this, blah blah blah. But the other ones, like I don't know, a lot of people have come up to me and said like, I don't know, this might sound like a dickhead move, but they're kind of like a little softer people, I think. But they kind of come up to me like, oh yo, I thought you're like super intimidating at first.
Yeah.
I don't really mind
Yeah,
that. Like
so-
I don't really care if you think I'm intimidating. I don't.
Yeah.
Cause like if you just come and talk to me, I won't be.
And then you can actually see the type of
Yeah,
person.
if you think I'm intimidating, then don't come talk to me. I don't really care.
So it's not
Yeah.
necessarily something that bothers you though.
No, it doesn't
like, it's
bother
not something
me.
that you'd
But
be
like I really can't think of anything else. So I
Yeah.
think maybe that's a little plus
Yeah.
on me, like a little easier in my life.
Yeah.
But I think it's mostly just because I'm carefree. Like,
Yeah.
I really don't give a fuck.
And I think that's another important thing too is a lot of these things aren't things we can change, no matter what. It's just based off, whatever stereotypes people have seen about people that look like us or act like us. So it's just more about getting over the fact that it's really not a big deal.
Yeah.
We are who we
Yeah.
are. If you actually get to know us, they'll know otherwise. So
Those people need to sonder more.
yeah.
No, for real. For real. That's
Think
part
about
of
it.
And yeah, although you guys explain how, it is what it is, but at the same time, I feel like we could leverage and kind of use perceptions to our advantage.
At times I've used it.
100%.
At times I've used
Use
it.
perception to advantage. Like Derek explained how, because people think he's intimidating, they don't, fuck with him as much or like try and like mess around or even like want to talk to him for no reason, for example.
But that works.
And I like that. And exactly. And it's the
So
truth.
maybe-
And it's the truth. I don't.
I'll
like,
put a hood
sometimes-
on sometimes.
Yeah,
I don't
like,
be less
what?
approachable.
Like me personally, I don't know how many. I don't think I've gotten into like many huge fights to be. Yeah. Although I definitely could carry my own, I know that for a fact. But I think a part of that is because people know.
Like that. Weekend.
Okay. Is it part of that is because people
Allegedly.
know.
Allegedly.
But I think a part of that is because people know for a fact that this is probably not the guy I should be
Yeah.
messing with, and I think that's
Calculated risk. I should
Yeah.
probably avoid that.
I should probably not follow him. But yeah, yeah. I mean, although public perception, although people have perceptions of you, you can use that to your advantage. At the end of the day, is what I'm saying. Don't see it as a fault.
Yeah.
But then when it comes to like professional settings too, it's another story. Like
Yeah.
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 Like professional settings is different because you have to definitely break barriers or show. You have to say more and do more to show that you are more, which is fair. Yeah, I'd rather like prove who I am, say who I am versus you automatically kind of knowing who I am. And the fact that we're putting out content and putting our voices out is another way for people to understand us and know who we are.
Different side. Have you heard of code switching?
Exactly.
I talked about it.
Exactly.
But yeah, literally that.
Exactly. Do you know what code switching is?
Not at all.
What?
I don't know.
Do you want to should I explain?
You can start.
I guess it's basically how people, depending on the environment and type of people they're hanging out with,
Oh, you just switch up your personality.
yeah, your personality switches, and it might not necessarily be that you're a different person. It's just the way you express the type of person you are is different amongst those. Yeah, I do that a lot. I mean, I've had to.
You have to. You have to. I guess it's like like the way I mean, I think everybody does. Like the way we talk to each other, the way we talk to our friends and family. Yeah. The way we talk to our friends is not the same way we talk to our family, which is not the same way we talk to professors and teachers, which is not the same way we talk to
professional context. Like
exactly.
But sometimes you have to really change it up. It's different. Like, yeah, you're being a little more professional with like your friends' parents. Yeah, like professors. Yeah, you're a little more professional. That's just like being professional. But like sometimes you really gotta switch it up. Like different friend groups or something. Yeah. But like I don't know. There's nothing better than like when you don't have to switch or do anything at all. Like you just fucking
natural.
Like just
doing.
Yeah, if you're just going dumb, being dumb. If you're being grumpy, you're just like that.
Yeah.
No one cares. That's the best.
Yeah. And there's definitely people out there that you can talk to, and they can definitely put you at ease, and you can just be yourself with, and that's really good for people to develop, to be able to like kind of be more welcoming to different. I don't know.
That's good for like when you want to feel safe, but you definitely have to know how to act around certain people if you want certain outcomes. Yeah.
True.
Otherwise, you can always act like yourself and never switch it up, but then the outcomes might not be exactly how you want it to be.
True.
And that's just fucking life.
Also, I think for me, I tend to realize that I like to, especially when it's a new environment, somewhere I'm not necessarily comfortable, I don't know the people, I prefer to sit back and kind of listen just to get the vibe of, unfortunately, like what type of person do I want to be or can I be?
Yeah,
you know,
how much
like,
do I let out?
How much?
How much do I let out?
Yeah, exactly. How much of myself do I express? You know?
Sometimes silence is king. I think that's the best way.
Yeah, for real. Because like you might see me and be like, "Yo, Treasure's so sick, so tough, and so big and strong,
mysterious,
and then so mysterious." and then we'll interact, and you'll get to know that I'm a genuine guy. What do you mean? What do you mean? They call me Sneaky and Neeky for a reason.
Really?
But yeah.
I've heard that one before.
For real?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sneaky and Neeky.
That's a long story that we don't need to get into.
We could.
You don't have to, but we could.
Nah, that's another story. That's a story for another day.
Oh, mysterious.
Yeah. But then you get to talk to me, or you probably hear through the grapevine or whatever, you'll realize, yo, Treasure's actually kind of okay.
He's a joke.
Yeah.
Funny guy.
He's actually a funny guy.
Fun guy.
Yeah,
he's actually a fun guy.
Bro, like you're a goofball. Like for real.
Okay, Okay, first of all, goof is an insult in some cultures. Goof is an insult.
That's why I added the ball part. You're not a goof, you're a goofball, bro. Like you're a silly guy.
No,
like, you're a silly guy, but in like not in like a dumb way. But like you like to play around. Like it was like earlier today when I was like, bro, did you fuck with my machine while I was gone? Because I'd expect you to do that. Like you just like to fucking like do like little funny jokes here and there.
No, I don't. I'm not a prankster.
What? Maybe you don't see it as pranks.
Okay. You like to like mess with people socially. Like it's not like pranks like you're fucking with people, but like
how would you
do like social pranks? I say.
How would you describe what you do?
I think that sometimes I do like to, because of that preconceived notion, I do like to do the complete opposite of what somebody might be.
Yeah. I got a really good example of that. We were chilling in line at B&A, and I don't even know. We were just sitting down on the fucking bench. Some guy comes up and talks to us. And then Treasure just switched it, man. Like, I'm not sure if he did it to make me feel uncomfortable or just to fucking I don't even know, but he's like, oh my god, I'm Treasure, and this is Dirk, and we're like dating, and like he just went like off on this gay shit, bro. His arms around me, started putting like this shit, bro.
Improv.
I was just sitting there, like, oh my.
Commit to the bit.
God.
Commit to the
Did you
bit.
play along?
Fuck no.
Commit to the bit.
I
Commit to the
wonder.
bit.
No, he was almost a little too real,
You
bro.
were there.
He was
You
way
were
too
there.
Wait,
close.
what did
First
He was
of all,
too real.
first
Wait,
of
how
all,
did the guy
first of all,
react? This is my
He's like,
question.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like, he fucked with it.
Yeah.
He's definitely PC.
First, first of all, I didn't touch you. Second of all, I just spoke
You touched
with a
me.
little twang to my vernacular. You know, I just put on yeah. I didn't touch you. I didn't put my leg over you. We were sitting next to each other.
But how are you
How the fuck
talking?
would I put my leg over you? That's a little extra, don't you think?
That's
And
you.
do you consider that you getting pranked? Did you feel uncomfortable?
See, I'm not sure if you're doing like. I think you're just like a 2-in-1 because you're like trying to make me feel uncomfortable, but also just fuck with the guy for no reason. Like not fuck with him, but like you like I don't know.
Too fun.
Yeah, you like doing like a little like. Either
I
what you
feel
said,
like-
you like doing opposite of what people expect you to do.
Yeah.
But I see it as kind of like you just kind of do like the. Yeah, I say that's a good way to sum it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, and it also gives us something to talk about.
I feel like you're just kind of like making
Nah,
people
it
like
should
a
be
little
fun.
uncomfortable.
when the moment is stale,
That's what I'm saying. You like breaking weirdness with like
With
more
more
uncomfortable.
weird-
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So then there's a reason to be uncomfortable. There's a reason to be yeah. Otherwise, you know, you'd be just like, this is awkward.
Yeah.
Or I'll say, yo, this is awkward.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all really exposing me on camera.
I mean, you gotta. I think you were doing the white light before.
Yeah.
That's what you were doing before, was it not?
Yeah.
You guys sure?
Yeah.
Unless there's another white light, but you're definitely.
Yeah, it
doing
wasn't the yellow.
that. Is there only two modes?
If it wasn't this light,
But that sounds like a gazelle. Yeah, that's like damn, like a gazelle.
No, for real.
Nah, bro, are you guys sure it was this light?
It was. Okay, in regards to romantic relationships, what dated notions do you still align with? Oh, okay, no, I get that. Yeah.
I don't know. I like. It doesn't have to be exactly. I like roles though.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna say like a little more traditional.
I would say I'm
Like, it doesn't have to be like I don't know if we don't want to get right to it, but like it doesn't have to be like the girl cooking and cleaning. If the guy can cook, then he can do that.
Yeah.
But like I don't know.
If you
If I had a girl that like cooked and cleaned, fuck yeah.
I would not complain.
Fuck yeah. I would work. I'm all good with working, you staying at home. Like I would fuck with that.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think that's the thing is, I feel like now, it's more of a thing where like everyone's okay with it. I mean, not just okay with it. Me personally, I would also be happy if that was the case, but I wouldn't be like
That's what I prefer.
opposed.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm open to everything
Yeah. I prefer to be the one working.
as long as it doesn't feel like a one-sided thing for anyone.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I 100% agree with you guys. Like, the man having the role of a provider, caregiver, leader. I fuck with that. I think it works. It works until it doesn't. But of course, you have to make sure you are doing all those things, providing,
Yeah.
leading, and whatnot.
You have to be a good leader.
And
if
then,
that is what
and
you want.
for you to expect a woman to, you know, cater to your needs and whatnot. Otherwise, you're a bum wanting a house slave or some shit like that.
Yeah. I got maybe a little spicy one. I'm not sure how on topic it is. But like the man being able to tell the woman how to dress. So I'm for and against it. So my reasoning is obviously a girl should be able to wear whatever she wants. But the thing is, if she's always dressing slutty,
Provocatively.
Yeah, bro, let me say a word. PC word.
I'm not PC,
Push the
so I
knife.
don't care. I'm not PC.
You're good.
Nah, it's true, it's true. This is funny.
A girl dressing like us, she has to understand that says something about the relationship. You know, like as people, if you go out together, people look at you as a pair. So whatever you do reflects on your partner. So if you go out dressing a little slutty, then it kind of just says that about you and your partner.
Yeah.
Right? It says like about how your relationship is.
Yeah.
So like the man shouldn't be able to tell her not to dress slutty, but he shouldn't have to tell her that.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like, so she shouldn't do it, but he shouldn't be able to tell her not to.
Okay.
If that makes so, that's how I'm like there and there.
Wait, I think that you say you should be able to tell the woman not to dress a certain way. I think as a guy or as a man, you can give suggestions to your woman how you think she should dress or how you think she shouldn't dress, and if she doesn't do, like, give some strong suggestions, and if she doesn't do what you would feel more comfortable with, that's your sign possibly to, you know,
You guys might not be compatible.
Yeah,
Basically.
yeah. If you're not comfortable with her dressing a certain way, and she's not comfortable with changing how she's dressing, it's not it.
But the question I was gonna ask further: does that change if you are like when she's going out and dressing in that way? You're with her or without her? Like, is she going alone?
See, here's my thing. If
Does-
she's
does
going
that
out
change?
by herself and you completely trust her and she just wants to like look good, because obviously that's how like girls kind of go out. Like they want to go look good with their friends, right?
Mhm.
That's kind of, I feel that's a little bit different.
Mhm.
Like if she wants to dress up a little bit
Well, for
or
who?
dress down a little bit,
But for who?
that's exactly true. So like you have to like, there's like a little, the gray area, right? But I'd say for me personally, I'm more affected by it if she's going out with me. Because I don't want to be
with
going.
You, you're more
I don't want to be
affected.
going out
Interesting,
with her,
Yeah.
and she's like looking like that because people are like, oh, this guy's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
because it reflects on me now.
Yeah.
But also the same thing if people know she's dating you and she goes out by herself or with her friends and she's doing the same idea, right? So I don't know. I think she shouldn't have to want to feel to do that. But obviously, I'm not like I don't think I'm a bigot. Like I wouldn't see my girl wearing like something I wouldn't want her to wear and be like, no, take that off. You have to wear this.
You can't.
Like I wouldn't.
Stay home.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that. But I like if I saw her going out like that, I obviously like before that even got to that point, I kind of make it clear like, yo, I don't like however you go out and however I go out reflects on each other. So it'd be the same.
Yeah.
Like if I went out dressing like a fucking bum, like I was wearing dirty clothes and shitty clothes, it makes it look bad. Like
Yeah,
it makes her looks bad,
Yeah.
and like, so I think it goes both ways.
Yeah.
But the only thing is, like, girls kind of want to dress up a little hotter. Guys probably don't want to go out dressing looking like shit.
Yeah.
But sometimes I do. Sometimes I come home from work and like I don't really feel like
You
changing. I
care,
want to
yeah.
wear this, but I will go change.
Yeah. Interesting. I think it might be the opposite
Yeah.
for me actually. I think, and also, I think we'd have to establish what provocative dressing would be.
Mm-hmm.
Because is she dressing like I
Well,
don't know,
it's
a
like-
stripper from Atlanta, or is she just like wearing a dress or something?
No, like a dress is fine. Like I'm
Yeah.
saying, like once it's like
Oh man. I don't know the last time I saw a woman in a dress, bro. Just like a nice
It's getting
dress.
cold.
I
Bro.
already
It's getting
miss
cold.
summer
Sundress
dresses,
season
bro.
is gone.
Fuck.
It's
Fuck,
gone.
man.
yeah, just so you know, summer
But-
Yo,
like,
if my
sundresses
girl's watching
make.
this, if you come over wearing a dress, just
Oh, you got a
know-
girl? Is this soft
just
launch?
know. I do. Just know if you come over in a
Son.
sundress or in any dress of any sort,
Yeah,
you're done.
I love them.
I'm killing.
I think every guy does.
Oh damn. Can you say that again?
I said you're gonna look very juicy.
I heard
yeah,
some
that's
else.
what he said.
But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I would be more okay with it if she's going out dressed like that with me, as opposed to if she's going alone. But it's not necessarily a thing of like.
But that's why I use the word slutty. Like you can dress up like where you're kind of like showing stuff, but look classy and good.
Mhm.
It's different like if you're going out and showing stuff and looking slutty. That's
Yeah.
why I use that word. Like slutty's different. Like I don't mean just by showing stuff. You can like kind of show a little bit more and look good doing it and look classy. But if you're going out there looking like I don't know, personally, I hate leather pants.
Yeah. So
If you're going out there in leather
Nah, I
pants and a
understand
crop
that.
top, I'm like,
Yeah, like the Aritzia, like.
yeah.
I get
I'm
you.
sorry, I don't like.
Why do you think it's valuable to
for-
form?
That was stupid.
Okay.
Why do you think it's valuable to form intelligent, non-romantic relationships with women? And do you believe that these relationships could somehow conflict with your
You didn't read it word for word.
Yeah, my mom.
Why
my
did
mom.
you do your own? Why did you do your own?
My mom don't like all of
Yeah,
it.
It's plagiarism. I don't want to do plagiarism.
It is plagiarism. We got sent this and now we're copying it word for word.
Did we already talk about if guys and girls could be friends?
We did. We touched on that in our first podcast.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
It feels like a lifetime ago.
Yeah, eons ago.
But I don't know. I think it is important. But also, last time I'm pretty sure I said guys and girls can't be friends. But like, you can also have like,
I think it's possible.
yeah, it is possible in a way. But
But rare.
definitely- It's 50% women, 50% men in the world. You think you're gonna completely exclude 50% of the population from your friendship group?
Well, okay, but I think this
Like,
is.
you're gonna-
it's not gonna be the same
I,
type of
I think
relationship
this is.
as-
There's an example bracketed. It says having a girlfriend, but having a close female friend. Because there's situations where you're part of a friend group where it's boys and girls,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not necessarily like
You're close with-
Yeah, you're very close to a female friend. It
Yeah.
could just be somebody, or they're part of the collective.
Fair enough.
I can get the collective friendships. Like those are easy. That's understandable.
Yeah, and I do hear
Platonic.
Derek's
There's always
stance on it.
Always some kind of sexual tension. I think.
Yeah,
Like if someone, like I said last time, if someone allowed it, something would happen.
but I feel like that's a part of it. You have to be kind of strong.
Growing past that.
Yeah, you have to grow past that. Be strong
Yeah.
with in your relationship. Be confident in yourself, knowing that I have a girl back home that I'm taking care of. That's taking care of me. So why would I jeopardize that just for, well, not just for another random girl, because she is your close female friend, but like,
But here's the thing: like you get in a relationship, you hang out with your boys hopefully just as much. Obviously, not all guys are the same. But if you have friends that are girls, I think that usually takes a little bit of a hit. You know what I'm saying?
I wanted to add this point just because I met a few people the past 2 years that have kind of changed my opinion on the boy-girl friendship.
I think I know
Relations.
who you're talking about, possibly.
Who?
One of them, at least.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Well, because that's my own personal experience. No, yeah, I mean, yeah, I
But you did.
in my childhood, obviously, a lot of the female friends... I'll wait for you.
No, speak. He can
That's why
fucking
it's-
hear you.
I just didn't want to, like, interrupt it. Okay, a lot of the female friendships I've had, there have absolutely been platonic situations, but I would say...
What does platonic mean again?
Just mutual. Like it's not. It doesn't move into the romantic phase where you guys are, partaking in certain haram stuff. But I would say that's the minority. The minority is the situations where it actually just stayed platonic, and throughout the years of our friendship, nothing ever happened. There was no indication of sexual attraction or anything of the sort. So, obviously, based off that, my understanding was, maybe, for the most part, I can't be in a platonic female friendship type of relationship. But then, the past 2 years, I started hanging out with like some of my brother's friends, and my brother's a lot older than me, like close to 30s. And a lot of these people, they've been friends since university. They met during university. A lot of them are married, and they'd been literally married, and a lot of them are literally best friends, and a lot of them are best friends where it's a boy girl best friend type of situation. And now, they hang out, like their husband hangs out with the I guess the other friend's wife type thing. I guess they all hang out together.
Yeah.
But they've reached a point where there is no feeling of, why is my wife hanging out with a guy friend, or why is they just have the understanding of it's just a friendship. And I feel like for us, perhaps it's because we're young and we just haven't had those experiences where we move past the fact of attraction or these little things that maybe it's something we can just ignore. It's not necessarily that important. We can still be attracted to someone and not necessarily, I guess, act on that, or even seeing it as a thing that is some sort of weakness that we're eventually gonna give into. To some of these people, they just understand that it's just like could be, and I don't even know if this is something they think about.
But it's still a select few, because there's people that might be in that same situation and then boom, they cheat.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
But I just feel
not
like
everyone,
being around these people, and it's a lot of them too. Like it's a huge friend group, right? Because they're all friends throughout university, and they've taught me, or I guess shown me that there is also this side to it where it's actually just been friends that have kept things completely platonic. There's no form of weirdness when, people's significant others end up meeting their female or male friends. They don't feel this feeling of uncomfortability or is there something going on behind the scenes? Like there's just this open atmosphere where no one is uncomfortable or thinks otherwise, and I just respect that. So I just thought I'd
that's a good
bring
example.
that perspective.
I think the only example I could provide for that is like when like the boys bring like their girls into the friend group, because then you only knew them as like their girl, so you become friends through that, and then that's way different. But it's like different, like compared to like maybe a high school friend group where no one was really dating, but we all hung out. But like there's just sexual tension between everyone. You can always tell and shit, right? But then there's people doing this with that person and that person. So that's where like my idea of it comes from. But obviously, yet again, that's fucking high school, right?
Yeah,
So I see what you're saying. Yeah.
We grow and evolve and whatnot. But like when I look at my parents also, I don't see my mom hanging out solo dolo with another man, especially like one of my dad's friends or somebody in the same group, like just one-on-one like that. Same vice versa with my dad. I don't see my dad. I guess at this point they're married but for so long and they're old, but so maybe that's different. I don't know how that contributes, but I feel like I don't know.
I get what you mean though. I guess, and maybe that's another thing. As
Some people it works for, some people it doesn't.
Yeah, and perhaps maybe there is a phase in your life when you feel like you've reached this maturity level, and it's, oh no, it's okay. I'm okay with having these types of friendships, and I'm not gonna think deeper of it. But then maybe as you mature even more, and maybe you reach like middle age, and you start to understand relationships more, you're like, oh, maybe this isn't something that is necessarily normal that we're okay with, or maybe we don't. I'm not, as a husband, comfortable with this type of situation 20 years in.
Yeah, I think that ties good, like, when with the question though too, because like, why is it important to have like platonic relationships with girls, intelligent relationships? Like maybe like right now we're not all at that point, but I think it's important to get to that point.
True.
Yeah.
That's like so.
right now.
And
Yeah.
I also will say I value a lot of my female friends because they're able to give me perspective that I can't necessarily get from my guy friends sometimes.
Yeah.
And sometimes that has to do with my own personal understanding of myself, like things that pertain to emotional intelligence that I don't necessarily have as many conversations with my guy friends about. And sometimes it has to do with my relationships with women or girls that I'm talking to, and I just want to understand the female perspective.
Yeah.
So I do think it's important for those reasons, because you can have those, deep, intelligent conversations just to better understand a situation.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's always good to just have a different perspective.
100%.
You can't necessarily have those conversations with your guy friends. So.
Yeah, like I'm not saying like I don't have like any friends that are girls, but I'm just saying like the difference
It's hard
between that
to-
is like you might be really good friends with them, but like those always have the slight possibility
Of,
that it could just snap like that,
something
like
could-
right?
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. All right.
I feel you.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
else we got?
What he said.
All right, moving on. What are your opinions about casual relationships? More specifically, do you think women can engage in them in the same context as men? And there's an example.
Is it just
So is it ever really just sex?
I feel like it definitely can be. Like drunken hookups definitely different. Like that can definitely just be sex.
Yeah.
Cause like maybe you don't even have their number or shit afterwards, right? Like, but I feel like girls can have casual relationships like guys, but different repercussions. Obviously, they can go and do it,
Yeah.
but different repercussions
Yeah.
Yeah.
is what I'm saying. And like I don't know to elaborate on that.
It's gonna be viewed differently.
Exactly.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's hard to.
I think it's kind of
hard,
a good thing,
Yeah,
though.
it's hard for me to look at like or
I don't
say.
get canceled.
It's hard for me to say what I think it is like on the females end, but I think us guys, we definitely can have
There's an
casual
understanding.
sex.
Yeah,
Well,
like I think it's more about like maybe it's talking about like the perception of it, right? Like
yeah,
for example, and I'm just speaking on maybe how society would view it, not necessarily my own opinions, but a guy might be engaged in several different casual relationships at the same time, and amongst men there's might be a view of, oh, like he's that guy, like he talks to like these amount of girls, like he's validated, like that's a good thing, like
yeah,
he's able to like just talk to different women and
reproduce.
please them. I guess.
Evolutionarily, like he's able to
Bottom
spread
line.
his seed more.
But a woman. No, it's fucked up. But a woman that might be in the same scenario and is engaged in a bunch of casual relationships, whether they could all be healthy relationships where everyone kind of has understanding. There's
They're more required to pick
honesty
the
within
best.
that. Yeah, and
Right?
maybe that's the reason
They're
too
more
why it's not
required to
necessarily.
like pick the best. 'Cause, like,
accepted.
I hate to relating it to nature because we're so far away from like nature ways.
but we,
at
at
the
end of the day,
We also have a little bit of drive in that.
Biologically,
Yeah.
all we are is just humans.
But like think of it as like a girl, like maybe like nature wise, maybe only have one kid as a human.
Pick the
You'd
best.
have to pick the best.
Yeah.
Guys are like, fuck it, like I want everyone
Spread
like
the-
me.
spread the-
Everybody's
spread the
gonna be
love.
like me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. But also like, I feel like it's okay to have casual relationships, but the number's different, even for girls and guys. Like even as guys, that they say they just have a crazy amount of casual relationships. I think that's also bad.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
But I feel like they
Regardless,
they
it's
definitely
not.
have more. They got a little bit more leash than girls.
Yeah.
They got a little bit more room. I
Yeah.
think. But like obviously, it's still
Yeah.
there's always sickening numbers.
Like in Force, there's more leeway for guys to
Mhm.
kind of engage in more casual relationships than.
I feel like, yeah, like I think that's good though, because girls shouldn't. I don't know. I hate saying this, but like, shouldn't really want to do that as much.
Mhm.
Because I feel like if you really knew what guys were doing and like how they really treated you in the casual relationship or like whatnot, like it really just degrades you a little bit.
Mhm.
I think.
Yeah, I could. Yeah,
Right?
I
Like
could
it's kind of just
definitely-
like it kind of does like, you think of it as like a freedom thing,
Mhm.
but maybe you're like gaining a little more freedom, but like losing a little bit of honor or dignity.
Mm-hmm. And
So like, is that worth the trade? Up to you to decide. But
yeah, and that does like lead to the question like,
Mm-hmm.
can women, I guess, engage in casual relationships in the same context as men?
yeah,
And I guess the answer would be
no.
Definitely not.
I mean, they could like do
Physically,
it.
Yeah, but
They could physically do it, but
You're
yeah,
gonna have
it's not gonna
People are
be.
gonna look at it.
There's
Perceived.
repercussions too.
Yeah,
At the end of the
In
day,
the
like
same
women
way.
'Cause I'd
can
say-
get pregnant, women can get diseases, women can get all that at the same. Okay, guys can get diseases.
No.
Guys
Talking
We're
about-
immune.
I don't have to
can-
rap it. I'm
Okay,
chilling.
yeah, sure. What the fuck?
but yeah, I guess like you said, the consequences might be the consequences.
I'm just trying to contribute.
Yeah.
The consequences might be more detrimental for.
But most guys I've talked to, like they care. That's the only reason it matters is because one cares. So if you don't care that someone cares, then go crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like if you like at the point where like I want to be free, I want to go get my body count up or something as a woman, think about the future. Your future guy that you like might care about that, right? And I'd say majority of guys would.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But if you don't care what he cares, then do whatever. But if you think maybe like
It's about
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's about what you're comfortable with, but you have to
Exactly.
be aware of, I guess, the consequences. Like,
Yeah.
and even as a guy,
tough shit, that's
Yeah.
life, right? But
Yeah.
it sucks.
yeah, like you have to either accept and be okay with the fact that maybe
I'd say even girls like I don't know, they probably did the best they could now because maybe way back in the day they couldn't even do none of that.
yeah
Like any of that, and you're done.
yeah
You're not getting married off or
Yeah.
anything like that.
rumors spread.
Not saying that's what all girls wanted was to get married off, but back in the day, that's how you kind of live the
That was
best
the
life. That's how you live the
accepted
best life.
value in
So
society.
if you guys met a woman, you guys kicked it off, you know.
We're like, nah.
No. When you guys meet your girl, you guys kick it off, have a good time, and then you start, you know, developing that emotional bond and attachment to each other. And let's say months down the line, months pass, and you guys haven't discussed it. It just never came up, and it was never really a thought in your mind. And then your girl starts like, you know, mentioning her past relationships and hookups. Even mentioning
Like in detail.
no. Just saying.
I'm not
Just
trying to
saying.
details.
You guys like
I might
together
cry.
for months, and you guys like, and then she's like, "Yo, I hooked up with that guy a couple years ago. Oh, I hooked up with that guy," and then you start adding up numbers, and then you realize, damn, bro, this girl has quite a few bodies. I don't know what quite a few bodies would be to you, but like, whatever that is,
I guess,
and
yeah.
you realize she has
Whatever.
it.
You gonna say what
We
you think
perceive it
is?
as. What?
You gonna say what you think is high?
No, I'm not. I'm not putting a number on it, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not putting a number.
But if
on
you
it.
realize she has a high body count, would that change how you
But I'll
look
say
at
my
her?
opinions.
Would that change how you look at her as your partner?
I think it depends.
Depends how recent it was.
Yeah, I
big
think
thing.
recency is
and,
one thing.
and how high.
Yeah, and
Like
yeah.
I'll say odd number. Like if they came out, that would
Yeah.
change things.
yeah,
I think
that would.
would change shit.
I can't
But you
hold
guys have
there.
been hanging out. You guys have been developed this like little bond and relationship.
But
But
that's
then, like,
that's
then
what
I'm
gonna
just one of those 60s because like
But-
girls have.
no. But she's been together with you for
But
let's say
that's
like
the-
6 months.
But that's what I was gonna say too.
But that means
I think for me, I just have to be validated in the fact that what we have is actually important. Like it's something you value and it's
Yeah.
different from all these situations.
Yeah.
If and I'm not saying
it
it's
would fuck
not.
with me a bit.
I wouldn't. Yeah, and I'm not saying it's something I would be able to complete. My mind would be easily able to get over instantly.
Yeah.
But I would be willing to, I guess.
Look past it?
Yeah, like look past it
But
if I know for a fact that whatever situation we're in right now, it is something valuable. It's different. It's more important than whatever casual things she engaged in the past or whatever the case may be.
How do you feel if you're in a room with all her past notches and she's there? Wouldn't that fuck you up? Just like thinking about that.
But
That
I
would-
mean, it's
wouldn't
I
that
mean, it's
fuck
an
you?
uncomfortable situation. But then it's like, what are we doing in that room? Are they all talking about
And like so, like
how
the
they
idea of that
they
example
hooked
is like
up with
the
my
more-
girlfriend? Like,
the idea
you know?
behind that is like the more you go out, like, and like so you go to the club and she starts talking to this guy, like you know, like that's a guy she's fucked, and now like
Well,
if the more numbers there's, the more chances of that coming out.
but and okay, and
right?
that's
So
another
now-
thing.
Yeah.
But that's what I mean.
And,
It's
like,
it's all about
He's thinking
how.
like, yo, I fucked your girl, like that, like.
Sorry, you can go ahead.
What
and
if
say
and
this.
then what if you realize you found out like, yo, she's been hooking up with like bums.
Okay, see that
Also-
for me that's a different thing. I think the body count doesn't necessarily bother me. It's about how she reacts, right?
Mm-hmm.
For example, if we're going to the club, expect her to have enough respect for me not to be talking to guys that she used to previously
Yep.
be engaged with, right?
Yep.
So like I said, it's all about knowing and feeling, like genuinely feeling like whatever we're doing right now is very important.
You should have to be real special.
Yeah, exactly.
Not impossible, but you'd have to be real special.
But the bum thing, see, that's one thing I don't know if I could, because, and when I say bum, we don't literally mean like a homeless person or something. But for me, I think, and maybe, yeah, definitely no. But and maybe it's an ego thing. But if I feel like, these past casual relationships aren't necessarily people that I perceive to be on my level, I guess is this. I don't know the
Would that
best way
not
to
gas
say
you
it.
up a little bit
To your
though
standard,
to find out that I'm the top, I'm the cream of the crop right now.
No,
Okay.
not because because to me I'm like, and maybe it's a bad thing.
And like, oh wait, he did. You're like, oh shit.
Yeah, and maybe it's a bad unhealthy thing to think, but yeah, I want it to be known that first off, I want you to know your value, like know what you're worth. You know,
That's what it says. That's what it says. If it's way too high, it's like you don't.
and part of me, and I know it's obviously a toxic thing, but in my past I have noticed that when it's certain guys that I perceive to be not necessarily worth her time or etc., and those are her past relationships, it kind of makes me feel a certain type of way in the relationship, and I kind of rethink it, like, oh, like, should I be here? Because you're in a way it's kind of putting me in that category.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That'd be super
Goes back to the clothes idea, man. Like, you hang out with her, you go into public. I don't know. This is kind of fucked. How am I gonna say this? Like, if she dresses slutty, it represents both of you. She kind of goes out there with like a bigger number. It represents both of you still.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I can see that.
Well, like everything, like I don't know, if as a couple, like everything you do affects them and vice versa. That's not always true with the past, but kind of a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
not my biggest thought, but I'd like what I'd rather talk about is that like girls have more emotional connections with their hookups. So now there's like let's stay with this crazy number 60. I think it's crazy. I think that is a crazy number.
Yeah, it's
for a girl.
a
That's
pretty.
a crazy number.
What's a reasonable body count for your girl to have then? 0.
I'm not putting no number.
Yeah,
I stuck for long. I'm a virgin, by the way.
I'm not gonna say what I want, but yeah, 60. Like that's like 60 different emotional connections, and now you're just like one of those. Guys are different. Like obviously, fuck with like some kind of emotion sometimes, or like can, right?
Mm-hmm.
But, like sometimes there is none.
There is none. Yeah.
But girls always have like that little bit. So it kind of like they always have these little emotional connections with all these other guys. The higher it is, the more these like little emotions your girls has for more people. As a guy, you can like say like, oh, what's up with them, but like I don't think about them. I don't have that connection with them anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why number maybe isn't as important.
Yeah, I think bottom line, it's always gonna be a thing that you think about. It's not something that could just be left up in the air and you're just like, oh, whatever. Like, I don't necessarily care at all. And maybe some people are evolved to that level.
I'd care.
I think it would
Sum
always,
it up, I'd care.
Yeah, it would always be in my mind. But bottom line, I just want something.
But there's a range I wouldn't care.
Yeah, like I just want something meaningful. So obviously, if it's someone I really, really love and I really care about, I'll have a higher threshold for what, Maybe the 60 might be something I would be okay with.
I don't know, bro.
I'm just, if I'm really in love with this person, like really in love, and I'm like, this is my person, am I really gonna give it up for?
No, that's
and
true.
and it
That's what I'm saying.
and
It'd
it's
have to
shitty.
be, like, I'd have to be so dead set.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Yeah.
But even then, it'd still fuck with my head.
Yeah.
I'd like go with it, but it'd still fuck with my head.
Yeah. I think it would just be context.
I don't think my one could do that. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, like
I don't think my one could have
Yeah.
that kind of number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's all, folks. That's all for now.
You really want to end
folks.
there? Yeah. Do you really want to end there?
Yeah, bro.
Oh,
Like, what
shit.
else you want to? Yo, thank you guys for tuning into this episode of the Sonder Thoughts podcast.
Thank
I
you,
am
y'all.
Treasure.
It's your boy Mook.
And Derek.
More enthusiasm, boys. Come on, man.
I'm fucking.
I thought that was
Derek,
pretty. I was
man.
smiling.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's your boy
Anyways,
Mook.
It feels weird saying I'm Derek.
Yeah.
it feels
Like
why?
I wouldn't
'Cause you
say my
think
full
everybody
name. I'd
knows?
feel weird if I said my full name right now.
My name's.
Hi, I'm Derek.
Like I have to
Quinn
feel
Brunson.
like I have to feel like it's casual. Like I'm like signing off on some like cool stuff. Like
Yo, my name's
it's
Muck.
your boy Mook.
It's your boy Muck.
There
You know?
Anyway, so
Like,
guy
I wanna-
Treasure, Derek,
trying to be
Muck to
smooth
the
with it.
right. And guess what? We appreciate you guys tuning into this episode. Please leave a like down below and subscribe. Welcome. And turn on your post notifications too as well.
Live Sonder.
Ally?
Live Sonder.
Live Sonder. Turn on your post notifications. If you turn on your post notifications, you'll know whenever we drop. Like it'll be instantly in your notifications.
I got the notification. Episode 2, I got that
exactly.
3 weeks.
Exactly. No,
Yeah.
exactly. We're not spamming
This
you.
is-
We're not
this is
spamming
exclusive
you too. This is
content.
exclusive content.
Like,
only people with like
high
Wi-Fi
quality.
can see this, basically.
Yeah, and internet. Yeah, Wi-Fi.
Oh, that's
internet
not
connection.
that many people.
No, honestly, in the grand scheme of things, like I think we just hit 1 billion of the 8 billion people on Earth.
With internet?
Yeah, with access to the internet.
That's crazy.